I want to ask some question just because you had that before. Just like I had hives, I have allergies, so I have more experiences with allergies. And you had a SIBO, right?
SIBO, yes. It's an acronym for Small Intestinal Bacterial Overgrowth. And it's come more to light now because some famous people that are in the news, young people, have been diagnosed with it. Selena Gomez in November of last year, Francia Ressa June of last year, Jenny McCarthy.
Jenny McCarthy, whoa.
Yeah. So it actually spans more of age groups than we realize. So I think people should be aware of it as they're experiencing different symptoms.
So why there's always bacteria in the small intestine, large intestine. Mm-hmm. There should be a reason that it's overgrowing. So what's your experiences? What caused that overgrowing?
So when my situation, it happened 10 years ago. It was new to me. I went through diagnostic tests and they diagnosed it. And then I was told at that time 10 years ago that it was their understanding it would never come back. Well, it came back 10 years later. So I tried to be more aware of it. So basically it's got to do with your motility in your small intestine, and also the different foods that you enter into your small intestine that give off sugars that, whether it's you as yourself can't digest or because of the motility decreasing in the small intestine.
So when you were in Sicily, you said you developed that, and you...
No, I probably didn't develop in Sicily. I probably was on the borderline maybe, and then the time I was in Sicily, I ate. Wasn't conscious of my eating. I just enjoyed, and so I think it pushed it over the edge. I think it pushed the bacterial flora.
So what did you eat there?
Oh, I ate everything. I ate eggplant. I ate olive oil. I ate pasta. I ate
a lot of carbs.
A lot of carbs. Yeah, and I ate fruit, vegetables. So basically, going to a nutritionist who was very well qualified, I learned a lot about the foods moving forward that I have to curtail, and the foods moving forward that I'm welcome to eat because they won't bring it back again.
Yeah, I think the carbs, when too much carbs and sugar, probably encourage the bacteria overgrowing. Do you think that's the case?
Well, that's an interesting point. So it's not just any carbs, it's certain carbs. So when I'm not a nutritionist, but from what I understand, there's a breakdown of certain carbs in our food. And my understanding is that all foods can break down into sugars.
Yes.
So you have to, if you choose to be aware of it, because also it appears that more young people, younger than me, are having more and more bacterial problems. And so I think they're going to understand this more and more moving forward.
Yes. I think when you have higher level of sugar and your pH is more acidic, and acidity always encourages the inflammation. Once you have inflammation there, the enzyme in small intestine do not function well, so you cannot break down the food into small molecules, and that triggers the histamine release in your gut, and then you have the fluids leaking out of the small blood vessel in the gut, and you couldn't digest well, and all the bacteria toxin make the small intestine just not function normally. And you said the intestine wall does not move as regular. Yes. And so from that point of view, first of all, next time if anybody have SIBOs, and tell them that the herbs and acupuncture help to make the peristalsis, the regular movement, restore the regular movement. So, and also it brings the energy to the stomach, small intestine, colon, so you can digest better. That way it relieves that pain, right?
Well, yeah, there was pain, but when it's at its worst, there's almost a cramping that goes on if you try to eat at all, if you try to eat anything. The only thing when you're suffering from it at the worst times, the only thing that you can put in is a liquid.
The liquid.
Yeah, you can only drink.
Drink what kind of liquid?
So for me, what I did was I knew that I needed nutrients, so I'd make sure that I figured out the best nutrients to add to water. I knew that I needed protein, so I'd supplement with protein powder to my water. I pretty much stayed with water.
Okay. I think from that sense, because you don't need enzyme to digest those liquid because it's a small molecules.
Okay.
You absorb that. But if you eat any kind of food, you need enzymes. And when your stomach digests or small intestine continue to digest, then it has to move. And when it's inflamed, that movement causes a lot of pain. So but acupuncture will just help, have that smooth peristalsis, so you can get more digestive enzyme functional better.
Great, I think that's wonderful.
Yes, but acupuncture once a week or every other week is time consuming, money consuming. So we want to add some herbs, and there are a lot of herbs helping the digestive gut lining.
Okay.
Once your gut lining inflammation is gone, then you can pretty much eat everything. Like I drink green tea. I don't usually get pain, but some other people drink green tea and they get a pain because green tea slows down the stomach movement. And that's how people lose weight with green tea. It's like a GLP-1. It makes your stomach not moving, and then you feel full with a small amount of food. But if you drink green tea, the similar result, but if your intestinal membrane or stomach membrane are not inflamed, then you won't have pain. Like if I drink too much green tea, then the stomach is basically not moving. I feel a little bit nauseous. So I'll wait a little bit, and then the stomach started moving again, then I can eat.
Okay.
So we have a way to improve the gut health, and antibiotics is kind of expensive, right?
Yes,
and
definitely.
It's not every antibiotics working for your SIBO, right?
No, it's a specific one that, because I went through the process 10 years ago, I was pretty much aware of it. So for the second time around, I prevailed on my clinician to prescribe the one that I knew would work. It's not easy one to take because the side effects, and it's a pretty expensive one. It's over $1,000.
Over $1,000
for a 10-day course of therapy. Yeah. And
next time, if you have the issue, and take some herbs, it probably only costs $50 or $60 for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you'll be fine.
Yes.
So if you don't want to spend your money and you don't want to take antibiotics, take some herbs for a few weeks.